13 August 65. Dearest Suzie. Still no orders. I don't know what to think anymore. It looks like they are going to wait until the day I leave and then make me have to rush around to get everything done. I am writing from the villa in Saigon. I got up here late last night. We had a big operation yesterday that lasted till dark. Then we had to rush around getting ready to come up here. Then I was so tired that I slept till 9 o'clock this morning. It is too late now to get any breakfast, so I'm just sitting here drinking some raunchy coffee that our housegirl made, waiting for the officers' club uptown to open again as I can get some lunch. And of course, I'm starving. I got your letter about your car trouble on the way home. I'm just glad that you made it all right and that Mickey and Jimmy helped you make the trip. I suppose you know by now that we got a pay raise. I'm not sure how much it will be for me, but I think about $30. Of course, on the 12th of October, I will lose about $200 a month. I'll lose my separation allowance, but I would pay them that much double if we don't have to be separated. Combat pay and cost of living allowance. But I don't mind the drop in pay. I'm going shopping this afternoon. I wanted to get a souvenir for everyone to bring home with me. I saw some real nice jewelry boxes down here before. They were black with inlaid mother of pearl. I thought I would try to get one for your mother and Grandma. Oh, I didn't send Al that uniform I got for him yet. I'll just bring it home and we can send it then. There's no sense in paying more to send it from here than it is worth. I don't know if I told you about going over to the convent the other day and having a long talk with the nuns. I went over there with Captain Brown and we talked for about 2 hours. There are 2 Irish nuns over there and they are 2 of the nicest, most dedicated ladies I've ever met. At first, Sister Mary said she wanted to convert me. I told her I wasn't convertible, and she never brought up the question of religion anymore. We just had a long, nice talk and some real good raisin cake that had so much wine on it that if I'd eaten another piece, I would have been drunk. Anyway, the main reason that I went over there was that they are having a needlework sale of stuff made by the girls in the convent. They are trying to raise money to build an orphanage in Vinh Long. So I was determined to buy something. Most of their work was little girl dresses. They were very cute. I thought, trying to think of some little girl to buy one of them for. But I couldn't. They had a few tablecloths there, and I finally wound up getting one of them. I got back to the compound and looked at it, and I can't think of any table that it would fit. But anyway, you now own a too small tablecloth. I just call it my contribution to the war effort. I think what I'll get for my 3 young sisters is some nice cloth for a dress, knowing that that is one thing they can always use. Well, I have about run out of talk, so I will close for now. Did you know that if I wrote to you every other day from now on, you would only get about 15 more letters? I love you all very much. Sincerely, Bill. When Popi wrote this letter, he was in Saigon again, exhausted, hungry, and still without the orders that would start his journey home. He knows what's coming, though. Departure, paperwork, the scramble of packing, and goodbyes, but it's all waiting on a single bureaucratic decision. In the meantime, he waits too, with bad coffee, no breakfast, and too much time to think. What strikes me most in this letter isn't the impatience, it's how the energy shifts. He's still making plans, still trying to show love through action. The whole second half of the letter is about gifts, souvenirs for everyone in the family, little ways to close the distance between where he is and where he's going. A uniform for Al, jewelry boxes for the grandmothers, cloth for his younger sisters. He even buys a tablecloth from a convent fundraiser, one he knows won't fit any table they own just because he wants to support a group of nuns trying to build an orphanage in Vinh Long. There's something tender, even sweet, about how he describes that visit. He and another officer, Captain Brown, spent 2 hours talking with Irish nuns over raisin cake, soaked in so much wine that Popi jokes he nearly got drunk. Sister Mary, one of the nuns, tries to convert him. I told her I wasn't convertible, he wrote. But they get along fine anyway. There's something about that phrase, not convertible, that says more about Popi's approach to religion, and maybe even war, than he realizes. Steady, courteous, maybe even curious, a bit playful. A man who will walk into a convent, listen, share cake, give money to a fundraiser, and walk out with a too small tablecloth and a story he wants Suzie to hear. As his return home grows closer, Bill begins to prepare not just physically but emotionally. His writing turns more reflective. He's taking stock of what he's been through, who he's become, and what kind of man he wants to be when he gets back. That tablecloth might not fit a table, but it fits that moment. It's proof that even in a war zone, he's still trying to be generous, thoughtful, kind. Still trying to bring something home besides stories and scars. And of course, there's the line near the end that lands like a countdown. Did you know that if I wrote to you every other day from now on, you would only get about 15 more letters? There's a quiet hope in that sentence, a realization that this long, strange year is almost over, that the days are finally numbered. The photo I chose for today shows a woman standing in the foreground. Behind her is a storefront full of metallic-looking candle holders, porcelain vases, and wooden jewelry boxes. The jewelry boxes look similar to the ones Mimo kept. I'm Alex Lowy, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to this episode of Dearest Suzie, and receiving messages from the past that my Popi wrote exactly 60 years ago. I sincerely appreciate your time and interest. Please consider following the podcast on your preferred platform, and if you're enjoying it, I kindly ask that you take the time to rate the show and leave a review. Also, please follow the project on YouTube, X, and Instagram. All likes, comments, shares, and reviews will help grow the reach of this story. The links for these things should be in the description of this episode. Please feel free to email me at dearestsuziepodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you'd like to say. I'd love to chat or to hear about your stories as well. Thank you for listening, and God bless.